Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahusha Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahusha Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled Mission Impossible and Evil Eye.
Who she
Lord
is, I
will,
don't know.
you are edified. Also, video will be used for fair use purpose only.
I don't know who she is. I don't know who she became. I realized that this was a woman that was very simple, who I met in a $12 sundress and prided herself on being simple. And I don't care about money, stars, celebrities.
Nigga, you stupid. She was running game. You were the mission to bait you in, to make you think one way and snatch your bag. That's the reason why at this day and time, you don't understand why you are getting a divorce, because you were the objective. Okay? So she turned a mission impossible to mission accomplished.
I don't need to live and be around. This is not, I'm a simple girl. Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms to try and knock my motherfucking head off. I did nothing.
She never loved you, bro. Okay? You was a trick. Or she felt that you were something that she needed to accomplish in order to sustain security. And guess what? Regarding her future tense, you were never involved. This is the game.
To you.
In order to sustain security. And guess what? Regarding her future tense, you were never involved. In order to sustain security. And guess what? Regarding her future tense, you were never involved. This is the game.
To you to create that. Like, you should be able to say physical violence, I got 3 chicks pregnant on the side, and love child, and I was on the road and smashing chicks on, like, what did I do that made you become that? Everybody's got problems. Everybody go through shit. But I cannot sit here right now as a man to pull out my human calculator and say, I'm divorced, and I know why. I don't know.
And there's no need to break it down to reflect in the past what happened. Because at the end of the day, her objective was for you to impregnate her and run off with the bag. Point blank, period. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Was for you to impregnate her and run off with the bag. Point blank, period. In the past, what happened? Because at the end of the day, her objective was for you to impregnate her and run off with the bag. Point blank, period. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 54. And let's start at verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, referring to the Israelite woman, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot on the ground for delicateness and tenderness. All right, so this shows how our women lost their feminine side, okay? Her eye. So when you investigate this term in the Hebrew, it means mind, okay? So her mind or her mindset shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. In Tyree's situation, okay, the woman he married wanted him to impregnate her so she could divorce him. and get the bag. That's the reason why, yet this day, he states, I don't know what happened. Okay? So her mind shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 25. I applied mine hard to know, referring to King Solomon, and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman, literal, whose heart, meaning mind, is snares and nets, meaning what she's plotting to entrap. More bitter than death the woman, literal, whose heart, meaning mind, is snares and nets, meaning what she's plotting to. Find more bitter than death the woman, literal, whose heart, meaning mind, is snares and nets, meaning what she's plotting to entrap you in most cases, and her hands as bands. Now, if a band is around your hand, that means what? Or around your hands, that means you have no movement. You can't move. You are stabilized. Okay? Whoso pleased the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And in Tyree's case, he got her pregnant, and best believe, more so, he's going to have to pay child support and more than likely alimony. Okay? Verse 27, behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. So King Solomon had a research study. Okay? Verse 28, which yet my spirit seek, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So King Solomon had a research study, okay, and he was comparing women versus men, or so like men versus women, okay, and out of 1,000 men, he found one good man, and out of 1,000 women, he found none. Okay, now remember, King Solomon conducted this research study during his rulership. Now fast forward to our time frame now, hence modern times. We don't have a chance, all right, excluding the elect woman. Okay, Lord, will you edify? Shalom.